I, Fischl, Prinzessin der Verhurtelung, descend upon this land by the call of fate and... Oh, you are also a traveler from another world? Very well. I grant you permission to travel with me.
She means nice to meet you.
I hear the voice of fate, speaking my name in humble supplication. May the glory of the Prinzessin bring light to this world. I do worry about the well-being of my retinue during my impromptu absence.
I'm sure the good people of the Adventurers Guild are absolutely fine, mein Fräulein.
Oh, the sun's out. This meteorological transformation is most splendid. Like a felicitous twist of fate in the face of certain doom. Hark! 'Tis thundering retribution, an omen of dark times ahead.
That, and mein Fräulein's laundry is still on the line.
What? Seriously? A wonderful sight indeed. Why, it reminds me of my homeworld, where at the sight of the Prinzessin der Verhurtelung, the very blood and tears of sinners turn to ice. Achoo! Achoo!
Not only their blood and tears, but also their saliva and mucus, mein Fräulein.
Oz? Ozzy, my dear familiar.
Ozzy? What's gotten into you?
Her Majesty beseeches you to unfurl your blessed wings, and with them blot out the heavens, plunging the world into eternal night.
If you didn't bring your parasol with you, that's your own fault, mein Fräulein.
Dusk and dawn but fleeting shadows are. Once more, the twists of fate have led you into my everlasting night.
Good morning. Mein Fräulein heard you'd be dropping by, so she's preparing breakfast.
Oz! To what do I owe the pleasure? Even one of royal blood finds oneself susceptible to drowsiness at this hour. The stars of firmament are naught but rifts, thrust open by Oz's beak into the boundless tapestry of darkness.
You do say the strangest things, mein Fräulein.
Sweet shall be thy sleep, spared of the mares of the night, for no nightmares would dare draw near to those who are blessed by the Immernachash.
She means good night.
Me? Remember thou this, that I, Fischl, am the Prinzessin der Verhurtelung, sovereign of the Immernachash, omniscient and imminent judge of all the world's iniquity.
She's an investigator for the Adventurers Guild.
That is but one of my many royal engagements. You and I are both travelers from another world. That our paths have crossed here is no accident, but the will of fate. You seem troubled. Traveler, do not lose heart. For with my left eye, the Auge der Verhurtelung, which sees the threads of fate, I will surely keep you from harm. And Oz, the raven that has witnessed the demise of countless worlds, will watch over you on your journey. Should this world, like a beast prowling in the night, covet your dreams, then I, Prinzessin der Verhurtelung, shall fell it with my ensorcelled arrows of judgment. Oz, my loyal companion, that we should have met this person, one who hails from another world as I do. Perhaps even cruel fate has deigned to smile upon me, though sin courses through my veins. If I am indeed destined to remain here, in this inescapable prison that is reality, at least...
I understand, mein Fräulein. In this traveler, Fräulein has found one who will never forsake her.
Osvaldo von Hafnavines, I, the Prinzessin de Verurteilung, sovereign of the Immernachtreich, do hereby call upon thee to do all within thy power, to deliver the traveler from the claws of fate that would seek to snatch them at every turn, and to ready thy mind lest thou be required to make the ultimate sacrifice in the performance of this noblest of duties.
You'd place my life in danger so easily, mein Fräulein?
Oh? You inquire about my Edelstein der Dunkelheit? It is a royal heirloom, a ceremonial ornament that displays the majesty of the Prinzessin der Verurteilung before the unworthy. Even here, in this fallen world, I have been reunited with my rightful inheritance as one of royal blood and noble spirit. For the majesty of a true princess shall draw her royal heirlooms unto her wherever so she may roam. If one must reckon time as this world does, I, Fischl, have already seen 3,000 winters. Not that the illusory passage of time has any bearing on one such as I, to whom the causality of 3,000 universes has been unveiled.
Be that as it may, mein Fräulein, you are not yet considered to be of drinking age in this world, and no bartender can ever be convinced otherwise.
Oz's full name is Osvaldo von Hafnavines. Where I hail from, he holds dominion over star and sky across 3 universes, and the souls of the mighty, fallen in battle, rest in the shadow of his wings. One should add that the penalty for mispronouncing his name is to have one's tongue torn from one's mouth. However, as I am a princess and you are one who has my favor, we are at liberty to simply call him Oz. Oh, the ill-starred young man. My Og de Verurteilung has seen with unmistakable clarity how his heart ails at being forsaken by the world.
Someone needs to keep an eye on the unlucky fellow.
The Magus Custodian of Books, gatekeeper of universal knowledge. Win her trust and one may yet gain access to a vast repository of wisdom.
She means, as long as you return your first few library books on time, you'll never have any trouble borrowing a book again.
His nature is obscure, his fate a mystery, and his speech a vexing tapestry woven of both fact and fiction. Perhaps he and I share the burden of mystical sight.
Or perhaps he's secretly an actual pirate.
Ah, yes, Mona, the mighty astrologer. Mona, who once had the vanity to probe the fate of the Prinzessin de Verurteilung herself. She wound up a trembling wreck, overborne and overmastered.
The poor lass was trying desperately not to laugh. It was no easy task.
One finds Sister Rosaria to be a most devout believer in the Animo Archon.
Devout believer, mein Fräulein?
Indeed. One night I heard her invoking the name of the Archon thus in another's presence. May you be struck down in the name of Lord Barnabas. One presumed that she was leading a prayer. To condemn the guilty, to sanctify the just, and to draw all castaway dreams into the embrace of the infinite Immernachtreich. This is the birthright of the Prinzessin der Verurteilung, and her burden. None may gainsay it. My left eye. It is the all-seeing Auge der Verurteilung, which reveals all that is true in the world. As to the question of why I conceal it, well, would you willingly bear the agony of piercing to the heart of all truths? Furthermore, the world would lose much of its appeal if wholly stripped of delusion and falsehood. Storm terror? Why, one never would have thought that a being that one might have kept as her pet could, in this world, be capable of causing such calamity. Pitiable are the incompetents of this world.
That said, mein Fräulein, were you not beside yourself with worry for everyone's safety during said calamity?
That is because the Prinzessin der Verurteilung has the solemn duty to safeguard the souls of all, be they petty beings or not.
Some people address her by other names, but to me, the one who gave me life and bestowed my powers upon me, is Fischl, and none other. All things considered, Fischl is the name that most aptly captures her identity. Seriously, don't call her anything else, or—
Oh, how one's royal ears do burn. Pray tell, what is the matter which you discuss so furtively?
Midnight Phantasmagoria, mein Fräulein, and the majesty of the Verurteilung name.
Why must the Prinzessin der Verurteilung punish sin? Because sin defies fate's rightful decree, of course. And of course, fate brought you here, so... It was fate that saw to your descent upon this world. Destiny that saw our paths intertwined. I, Fischl, shall always protect you. Because fate has revealed to me that this is what has been decreed. I, Fischl, have roamed the galaxy and traversed countless worlds. I have learned the fate of 10,000 universes, and have had revealed unto me the destiny of every living soul.
Mein Fräulein reads a lot of novels. My name, Oz, is from one of her favorites.
What does it take to rile a princess? If you must know, it is those who cannot recognize my true identity. But it is no great loss, for solitude is the noble's lot, so long as I do not lose the nobility of my soul. What is food but the shackles of mortal flesh? But if the Prinzessin der Verurteilung should reckon any morsel worthy, then it must be the tears of sinners and the tongues of liars.
Has mein Fräulein lost her appetite for the Mitternachtsbrot des Sommernachtgartens?
That is merely to provide mine earthly vessel with such sustenance as it doth require to perform its royal duties.
I believe I know the answer to this one.
Indeed you do, Oz. That poor mortal coil, mutilated by bondage unnatural.
It will never again fly as I do.
Deprived of the humble coif with which it was born to gaze in awe at the majesty of its monarch. Surely it is a glimpse of my homeworld's hell in the flesh. The name of the dish escapes me.
Something, madame, isn't it?
Such an exquisite delicacy is worthy of being served in the Garten Sanssouci.
Mein Fräulein says that she thoroughly enjoys your delicious cooking.
To vanquish the beast of the world, one must first rise above mundane desires, thus weaving the path that leads to destiny.
And yet, on this occasion, you appear to have eaten your fill, mein Fräulein.
Ugh. Why dost thou insist on raining down chaos and destruction in the presence of your Prinzessin?
Mein Fräulein does not care a great deal for this dish. My apologies.
Well, if today is truly the anniversary of your birth, it shan't do for me not to mark the occasion. You have my full attention. Speak. Speak to me of your wishes, that which you most desire to fulfill during your fleeting and harsh existence in this wretched world. Whatever that wish may be, even if perchance...
She means happy birthday, and if you want, she can...
Silence, Oz! My magic arrow cries out my holy name as it streaks through the night, praying that the violet lightning of retribution shall strike the enemies of fate down from the skies.
Quite awe-inspiring, Main Fräulein. Since it's nearly dinner time, perhaps you might shoot a pigeon down while you're at it.
With this, I may more fully manifest my majesty as Prinzessin der Verirrtelung and defeat that sworn enemy of fate named reality.
It will also be of use in your work for the Adventurers Guild, Main Fräulein.
Rejoice, else tremble in fear. Whenceforth springs this call to mirth and misery, you ask? Let it be known that I, the Prinzessin der Verirrtelung, sovereign of the Immernachtreich, have peered forth with my leftmost eye into the tapestry of fate that doth make up the universe, and beheld its every warp, weft, and dangling orphaned thread. I appear to have regained most of the strength I lost in my transition to this world. The day of judgment is nigh. Worry not. Even at the last, when I bring the lightning of retribution upon this world, you shall come to no harm, for thou art blessed by the Princessin. By royal decree, Oz, reveal thyself. I summon thee.
No rest for the wicked.
Wings of darkness, come, sever night from day. Midnight phantasmagoria. Shadow Raven, let night fall.
As you wish, Main Fräulein. Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Destiny has brought me hither. What trinkets lie veiled within this desolate plain? Cry out my illustrious name. Doth thou wish to witness my true power?
Main Fräulein, should you fall...
This cruel fate befits not one of royal blood. Allow me!
Main Fräulein, your presence is urgently required.
This realm is no home for a princess. One shall descend once again.
Main Fräulein...
Insubordination! In the name of the Prinzessin!
Behold, the Prinzessin der Verirrtelung.
The threads of your fate lie in my hands.
Copy that. Here is a draft service agreement for your review and consideration. Effective immediately if all is in order. Wait a sec. I forgot to sign it. Ganyu. There. Right. Now, what was it you needed me to do for you exactly? It's so nice to de-stress. If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world. Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do. Oh, good. I was just thinking that the silk flowers at the Feiyun Commerce Guild needed watering. The transport coordinators will probably moan about the muddy mountain roads again, though. It is something of a luxury, but I love listening to the rain from the courtyard. Oh, the sun's out. When did that happen? Ah, the air is just right. Ah, I love the smell of glazed lilies. Morning. What's wrong? Is there something stuck in my hair? Oh, please don't stare at my hairpiece. Oh, I need a nap. If there aren't any urgent matters, I'll excuse myself. Look how brightly lit the city is at night. Amazing. I wonder what it's like for all the people down there. No thanks. I think I'll pass on the night market. Sorry. May Rex Lapis watch over you. May your dreams be peaceful and sweet. My job is to honor my contract with Rex Lapis by looking out for the interests of all living things in Liyue. I finished all my assignments early today. Overtime? I understand. I'll get right on the case. I want to understand more about humans, and I especially wish to hear what you think of them. Why, you ask? Because you're a bit different from most people in Teyvat, just as I am. Please tell me what you think. So yeah, I was wondering what your opinion is on my work so far. Would you say I'm more of a common chest or more of a luxurious chest? It's fine. I can take it. With authority over 1,000 comes responsibility to 1,000. Rex Lapis knows the meaning of hardship better than anyone else in Liyue. He has seen everything that has happened from ancient times to the present day, and yet he was forced to give up his entire life. Compared to him, I'm just an everyday vision holder with everyday responsibilities. I can't complain about my workload. Where merchants flock and all ships dock, and over the oceans flows its stock. People say this in praise of Liyue's prosperity, but a city only becomes this successful through everyone playing their part diligently. That's the attitude I take to my work. I want to be worthy of what we enjoy here. I've named every single doggy living in Liyue. But they're so funny. Some of them still respond even when you call them the completely wrong name. How fascinating is that? Like if people were to call me Bantu, how am I supposed to know they're talking to me? No way would I respond. Chingsin flower petals are pretty tasty. Incredibly tasty, actually. The only reason I don't plant any at Yujing Terrace is because they taste so good that I worry I wouldn't be able to control myself. Huh? Bitter? Yes, they are. Isn't that what they're supposed to taste like? I have absolute faith in Rex Lapis. It was only through his leadership that we were able to repel the monsters and subdue the sea creatures, and thus protect the peace of Liyue. The sight of him protecting the masses and the memory of our centuries of camaraderie. I shall never forget it. All of Rex Lapis's decisions prioritize the welfare of all life in Liyue. That's what I admire about him the most. I want to live up to the same standard, but it seems that the harder I try to follow in his footsteps, the more overwhelmed I get and the more mistakes I make. Each Tianquan adds their own interpretation and amendments to the founding laws of Liyue. The current one, Ningguang, does it with unmatched efficiency, but that efficacious manner of hers draws a great deal of criticism. I suppose it is always simpler to criticize than to tolerate. I cannot stand her disrespectful attitude towards Rex Lapis. But he says to me, "Ganyu, this is just the kind of person Liyue needs in this day and age." I guess I'm not smart enough because I simply do not understand what he means by that. I think I need more life experience to become wise enough to comprehend his words. She came to me recently to discuss the reopening of the Bishui trade route. She even asked me what Rex Lapis would do if it were him. Admittedly, what we came up with was not quite on par with what he would have chosen, but seeing the way she kept starting her plan from scratch over and over again, I think I started to understand her a little bit. You mean the boy in the blue jacket from the Feiyun Commerce Guild? He's nothing like his father and brother. Doesn't seem to care about the textile business at all. Seems it's because, as far as he's concerned, there are more important things for him to be doing. Of course, I'm merely speculating. Xiangling is a celebrity, but I try to avoid her restaurant. Just because. No reason. Okay, fine. It's not a big secret anyway. It's because you can smell her cooking all the way from the other end of the street. And once you get a whiff, that's it. You're gone. Next thing you know, you're ordering your second, maybe third round. You just can't control it. Even though I only eat the vegetarian dishes, I don't know what it is. But that is not a road I want to go down again. Not after. Recently, everyone in Yujing Terrace has been saying nasty things about the Crux fleet. But in my personal opinion, Beto's contribution to Liyue Harbor goes far beyond what those miserable, rumor-loving heathens could even contemplate. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure how that one slipped out. Yao Yao. Someone I know at the Ministry of Civil Affairs tasked me with keeping an eye on her in the city, making sure she doesn't try and sneak aboard the Crux. Oh, you want to know what the Ministry of Civil Affairs does? Who knows, am I right? Who knows what they do? Not me. He seems like a bit of an outsider socially. Probably just his personality. I can understand that, to be honest, but I'm not really about to try and get close to him. All the people he's ever agreed to team up with are no longer with us. Yanfei. Even back when she was an innocent little girl, she would tell me that you have to keep your promises to live a happy life. Now she's grown up to be a beautiful, graceful, and highly successful young woman. Although the work of a legal advisor is complicated, she always seems so carefree. This puts my mind at ease. I actually don't know her all that well. I've only heard bits and pieces from Cloud Retainer. From what I've heard, she can be quite ferocious. Whenever her temper gets the better of her, she is likely to start obliterating her surroundings. I wonder if maybe she's just bored. Should I recommend some work to keep her occupied? Even though Miss Yelan is absent from work for the majority of the year, I'm sure Lady Ningguang must have her reasons for making exceptions for her. Of course, it wouldn't be my place to ask, so I don't know the details of their arrangement. I remember seeing her one day on my way back to Yuehai Pavilion. She was having breakfast with a group of people. They were all talking and laughing, eating, drinking tea. I must admit, I found myself feeling a little envious in that moment. You have a last-minute job for me? Okay, sorry, please don't try and explain it all verbally. Write it down. Leave a note here. I'll get to it as soon as possible. Let's see. I want to understand Ganyu better. What sort of request is that? I've never done this before. Okay, I can, run you through my annual review from last year? That should bring you up to speed on me. No good? Oh, okay then. I've had a long, hard think, and I've realized that so long as it's for a work-related matter, there's really nothing for me to be embarrassed about. So if you really need to understand me more, this, hairpiece, it's actually my horns. That's right. I'm part illuminated beast. Qilin, to be exact. Okay, so now that we've got that out of the way, please sign this non-disclosure agreement for me. And don't tell us all. Even though I'm part Qilin, I'm still part human, too. Still, all these years I've been asking myself the same question. Do I really belong in the human world? Maybe I'm just like a dendro slime hiding in the earth, burying myself in numbers and reports in order to escape reality. Thank you for always making time to chat with me. I feel like I must have spoken more after meeting you than I have in the last 10 years put together. If I keep going like this, maybe one day I'll be able to move on to something other than secretarial work. Now that I've got a few hundred years of experience under my belt, I should be able to avoid any more major mistakes. My hobby. I would say my job. What? Why don't jobs count as hobbies? I thought hobbies are supposed to be things you look forward to doing, and that make you feel good when you've done them. That describes my job perfectly. So what's the issue? I don't understand why people insist on going all out to try and prove how their existence is more valuable than everyone else's. To exist in the first place is a beautiful thing, and that's enough, isn't it? Drink only spring water, eat only whole grains. That's my motto. So I would be grateful if you could please remove that treacherously enticing-looking plate of delicacies from my field of view. Much obliged. Qilins are strict vegetarians, so please do not take offense when I decline meat dishes. Yes, that includes your vegetable fritters, since they have been fried in animal fat. Thanks, but I can't. I'm afraid I really can't. I don't mean to argue, it's just I have a keen sense of smell, so I know how they've been cooked. Such authentic delicacies. Oh no, I think I might have eaten too much. I'm somewhat of a picky eater. Sorry you went to all this trouble. I appreciate the thought, but meat's not really my thing. Many happy returns. After all the times you've looked out for me, I didn't even remember to get you a gift. Oops. silly me, What's that behind my back? Oh, you saw it then. It's a failed attempt at making a Chingsin flour cake. I wanted it to be perfect, but... Oh, you think it tastes good? Do you really? Power? Now there's a key performance indicator I haven't needed in a long time. Could we maybe find a peaceful resolution instead? Never mind, doesn't matter. I suppose this is the new way of life, then. I'm not going to complain. I'll try to embrace it. I remember reading in an ancient text that only when days be darker than the darkest night may a Qilin be compelled to fight. That's a massive exaggeration, but should the time come for battle, and should you need me, then I will give it every ounce of my strength. No touching! Access denied! Born of ice and frost! All hail! Glaze over! This is long overdue! For Rex Lapis! We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda... Healthy body, healthy mind. There's nothing wrong with reaping a reward every now and then. Beautiful treasures are a cause for great happiness. Perhaps whoever left these behind was also fulfilling a contract. I'm just way out of practice. Did I miscalculate? I'm a little low on energy. Please, step back! Don't try to rush your enemy. Rex Lapis, I am sorry. My contract goes unfulfilled. Must press on. Didn't see that coming. I can fix this. Time to begin work? What are my orders? As per our contract.
General Gorou of the Watatsumi Island Resistance ready and waiting. I've long heard of your sterling reputation, and I look forward to fighting our way to victory side by side. So, what do you think? Did that sound inspiring? Keep your weapon at the ready. You never know what's around the corner. The fighting has ceased for now. Commence physical training. A strong body shows strength and instills confidence in others around you. I must always stay at the top of my game. Ah! My tail's getting wet. Let's find a fire and dry off. Ah! Stay alert! It's cold. These conditions are unsuitable for outdoor maneuvers. It'd be nice to just lie in the sun. But I must set an example for the others. We can attack downwind and press the advantage, or bolster our courage and fight upwind. The sun is up and it's time to train. Shall we go climb a mountain? Let's have radish and fish stew with plain rice for lunch today. It's been a favorite among the troops lately, so I suggest you try it too. Though the sun is setting, our guard must remain high. We should let our eyes adapt to the dark. Even in the darkness of night, a battle may be looming. If you're feeling fatigued, then best turn in for the night. I'll take watch. Don't worry, you have my word that everything will still be in good order on your return. Huh? Top Dog Gorou? Where did you hear that? Well, to be honest, I've grown quite close with my fellow officers and always share any good news I might have with them. In private, they've all started calling me Top Dog out of respect. But in terms of age, they're all my seniors. The troops seem to picture me as someone of extraordinary abilities. I think it might be because of our streak of victories lately. Now, they always come to me for advice on even the most trivial matters. When I see the expectant look in their eyes, it's impossible for me to turn away. But at the same time, my strategic ability is limited. All I can do is give some general pointers, or failing that, respond based on my gut feeling alone. I just hope I'm not letting them down. If there's anything ever troubling you, don't keep it all muzzled up inside. You can always speak your mind with me. Although I can't guarantee that I'll always have an answer, I'll certainly offer you my best advice. Even when I can't muster much of a response, you can always count on me to be a good listener. Whatever it is, I'm all ears. We train together, eat together, and relax together. There's no better way to strengthen communication and build tacit understanding between everyone on the team. In the heat of battle, just a simple glance can transmit crucial information. You don't think it's very appropriate? Huh. Well, I mean, that's how the troops and I have been bonding as a team. My vision amplifies my abilities in battle. It allows me to take greater responsibility on the battlefield and forge a way forward for the troops. But I also understand that one person alone, no matter how strong, is never enough to turn the tide of a battle. The key to victory is everyone's united effort, fighting for a common cause. I don't like to enter battle wearing lots of heavy equipment. I travel light, that's my style. My strength is in moving quickly around the battlefield, seeking out opportunities to take control of the fight. I always target the strongest warriors first to weaken the enemy's morale. The troops have come up with a nickname for me, the ever-victorious pointy-eared general. Now there's even a rumor going around saying that if you want Top Dog Gorou's victorious luck, give his pointy ears a rub. There will be no rubbing of my ears, and that's final. If they think they can smile their way into persuading me otherwise, well, they've got another thing coming. Hey, what are you doing? Not you too. Come on now, I thought... I've heard that there's a mountain range in Lima that reaches all the way up into the clouds. I'd relish a chance to go climbing there. Captain Beidou values camaraderie, and her exceptional abilities command respect. She once said that she prefers to avoid involving her companions in disputes that don't concern them, which I can completely understand. That's why I only request her help when we have no one else to turn to. I've seen all kinds of wandering samurai before, and Kazuha is categorically a different breed from the others. He's like a gust of wind that sweeps through the land. Though he never stays for long, he is always able to contribute something to those who are around him. When I fought alongside him, I learned more about what it means to be truly carefree and without constraints. In any case, I think that Kazuha and I make a great team together. As the leader of Watatsumi Island, Her Excellency is responsible for assessing the scenario and formulating a plan. It is then my duty to put every detail of the plan into action and to keep the situation under control on the front line. We are united with the whole resistance in achieving a single purpose: victory. I have only the utmost respect for Her Excellency. Without her ingenious and insightful strategies, the resistance could never have come as far as it has today. But if you ask me, it seems that deep down she prefers a much quieter existence. So when there's no pressing military matters, I try not to disturb her too much. The Raiden Shogun. I could never bring myself to accept her past actions, no matter what her reasoning may have been. Though a peace treaty has been signed between Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate, I refuse to let my guard down. If conflict ever breaks out again, I will resume my place back on the front line. I have nothing good to say about the Shogun's army, but Kujo-Sara is perhaps the most honorable officer among their ranks. We've met each other countless times in battle, emerging both victorious and defeated at different times. I know now that it's not realistic to think this way, but I did used to wonder what things would be like if those like her could value the wishes of the people and be free from the grip of the shogunate. Oh, her. I'd prefer not to talk about her. Can we change the topic? Or if there are any tasks I can take off your hand, I'll gladly oblige. Anything at all. Let's just say it'd be best for my general well-being if we can avoid talking about her. The Yashiro Commission operates as part of the shogunate, but on many issues, they tend to side with the people of Inazuma. In fact, the Shirasagi Himegimi has managed to establish an excellent reputation for herself, despite facing pressure from both sides. I suppose she must know how to keep her composure at all times and navigate sensitive situations tactfully. There's much I could learn from her. According to our intel, she is a ninja proficient in the art of infiltration, a skill set which could prove very useful in some of Her Excellency's special operations. However, our intel also indicates that she could be difficult to recruit, as she is rather unruly and often disappears without a trace. She's with the Yashiro Commission? Oh well, forget it then. You mean that sneaky detective that never seems to actually be working on a case? Well, no one from the shogunate can be fully trusted, so I'll be keeping my eyes and ears on him. On a separate note, he does have some talent for investigation. But how can we know that this isn't all part of some nefarious scheme? Only time will tell, I suppose. I'm afraid that most of my days have been spent on the battlefield, so there's not much to tell about me. But if you'd really like to hear my stories, I'm happy to sit down and tell you everything. I may not have superior cunning or intelligence, but what I do have is my own two hands and my life to lay on the line. Countless battles in, I'm still here, so I guess these hands and my will to survive were both strong enough to see me through. Some even say that no matter how dire the battle may be, everyone will emerge unscathed as long as they follow me. And with that, I've somehow gained enough reputation among our forces to become the leader that I am now. At first, our only enemies were roaming bandits, pirates, and monsters. But then everything changed when the Raiden Shogun enacted the Vision Hunt Decree. The Shogun's army marched up, expecting to put us in our place, but we were ready for them, and we hit them hard. I bet they never expected to meet such fierce resistance. Her Excellency once warned me of my fatal flaw. I tend to get too engrossed in battle, fighting deep into enemy lines and forgetting about everything else. She told me that my bravery is commendable, but as a ranking officer, it's not my place to do this. I'm doing my best to improve, but would you also be able to keep an eye on me? We are not fighting against any particular group or faction. No, we fight against a destructive malice. A malice that has trampled the aspirations of the people and destroyed the peaceful lives they once knew. After I rid the land of such evil, I will finally be able to peacefully lay down my weapon. Only then will I trade my uniform for civilian attire and finally stroll the beautiful landscape of Watatsumi Island together with you. I love mountain climbing. The steeper, the better. Climbing trains my body and mind, making me stronger with every grip and every foothold. Better yet is climbing mountains with fellow companions. After hours of dirt and sweat scaling the summit, we can sit down and enjoy the view together. It's one of life's greatest joys. However, I have absolutely no desire to scale the tallest peak in Inazuma. There are times when being lightly armored has its shortcomings. For example, I have to be particularly careful of my tail when the enemy attacks with fire. My favorites are cake and tricolor dango, probably because I seldom get the chance to enjoy the luxury of sweets. The rations we have in the field are intended to be simple, effective, and quick, and are seldom served with any seasonings at all, let alone sugar. It's probably the most precious commodity of all. What can I say? I guess I just have a sweet tooth. I'll pretty much eat anything, but onions are an exception. One time, the logistics division added ground onion to my food, and I, bawled in front of everyone, right there at the mess table. Talk about embarrassing. The soldiers from logistics felt terrible about it, too. I become powerless in the face of sweets. Oh, I feel invigorated. Is there anything I can help you with? It's a little spicier than I expected. I don't think I can keep going. Today's a momentous occasion, your birthday. Allow me to arrange all the celebrations for you. We can make a bonfire on the beach and catch some fresh fish and crabs. Oh, I'll personally prepare a morale-boosting meal that would make even the highest-ranking generals jealous. With this newfound strength, I will defend those who fight alongside me. Protecting my soldiers doesn't just mean having a robust defense in place. Sometimes it means going on the attack. The key to seizing victory in battle lies in remembering the meaning of battle and employing the right tactics to generate momentum, making your forces unstoppable. With momentum on our side and close camaraderie, we are unstoppable. Thank you for your guidance. This is a victory that belongs to the both of us. Advance! Charge! Fall in! Everyone on me! Press the advantage! Rally! The tide of battle is in our favor. Let's distribute these among our forces. Careful! It could be a trap! Oh, never mind. Follow my lead. I can still fight! I got careless. Surrender is not an option! Fall back! Stay in formation! We're defeated. For Watatsumi Island. All forces retreat. Shake it off. Oh, come on! Ready and waiting. Prepare to move out. Company, fall in.
Yeah? Now just why might you be looking for me, Oh, you didn't know? I'm the 77th director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, Hu Tao. Though by the looks of you, radiant glow, healthy posture, yes, you are definitely here for something other than that which falls within my regular line of work, aren't you? Wanna come over for tea? One client, two clients, three clients. When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight. What a bummer. Lightning! Oh, let's bolt! Snow! What a nice breeze. My hat's gonna get blown away. Well are those who rise in the early morn, while those laid to bed I shall forewarn. Yo! Afternoon. Had lunch? Moon's out, and so am I. Oh, you sleepy? Get some rest. I'm gonna take a walk by myself. Who as in, who put me in this coffin? And Tao as in, I can't get tout. No, not funny. Let me show you some fire tricks. First, fire. And then, whoosh, fire butterfly. Be free. You've been all over, so you must have seen a lot. When you've got the time, tell me your story, yeah? Run around all you like during the day, but you should be careful during the night. When I'm not around, best keep your wits about you. Oh, need a hand? Well, I'm here. If you need some assistance, I'm here to give it my all to the very end. Oh, fighting's a pain. For me, it's not an objective so much as a means to an end. Using the means to reach the end, to fight for that which I will not compromise on. It's in this way that you and I are the same. Vision. Oh, this thing? Yeah, whatever. We are entrusted by the people to loyally see out their wishes. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is special in that it carries a dual responsibility to those both of this realm and the next. Some plants only grow in gloomier spots with ample moonlight. You ever seen any? Oh no? Well, I'll have to show you next time. Zhangli looks young, but his personality's a bit dusty. Knows everything, but doesn't fret over anything. Couldn't be that he's, Forget it, whatever. Have you seen Chi-Chi? Tell me where she is quickly. I need to go seal her away. Baiju. Ugh, that guy. Tianchun Ningguang. Well-off, radiant gaze, exquisite face, in the know and capable of anything. Beidou is well known in Liyue. She doesn't know me, but that's cool. Me just knowing about her is enough. Oh man, I really do want to make friends with her. I hear Master Xingqiu is writing a book. Standard novella or a ghost story. I think I should go tell him about all the things I run into. That'd make for a really good read. All yang and no yin? Huh. Who knew such people existed in this world? What would I know of the Adepti? Ay, that kind of stuff is top secret. Don't come asking me about it. The Yuheng Kuching, she's quite hard to talk to. She's so uptight. Really makes me want to mess with her. She wouldn't knock me in the head with her sword though, right? Or would she? Xiangling's a riot. Only a little boo and she jumps. She's so easy to scare. Being in the industry that I am, I just love these kinds of people the most. Gotta keep it in check though, in case Guoba ends up toasting me instead. Yunjin always appears so graceful on formal occasions, but you'd be surprised how friendly she is in private. I made a bet with her once, and the loser had to sing lyrics of the winner's choice in their own singing style. My, I wish you could have heard her operatic version of the hilly tune. She is quite the fascinating individual, completely different from anyone else I've encountered. Do you think if I started eating divine herbs and drinking the dew of the mountains every single day, I'd be able to look as pure and pristine as she does? Silly churl, billy churl, silly billy, hilly churl, frilly churl, willy churl, frilly willy, hilly churl. Versemonger of the darkest alleys. That's me. If you ask me, there's nothing hard or scary about working at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. It's just a pain is all. It's a shame others see us going out to work at night and just don't understand. That's what scares them. You all just don't understand. I'm Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's 77th funeral director. My grandfather was the 75th. First thing I took over was funeral affairs. Surprising, huh? And just like that, it's already been a few years. Time really does go by so quickly. Balance must be maintained, and yet destinies remain variable. Death has its own rules, and yet is still hard to predict. Remember, no matter where, no matter when, no matter what the reason, one should never poke fun at death. Only once you know and respect death can you truly understand the value of life. A bright moon aloft amid the vast clear skies. Moments like these are just perfect for writing poetry. I gotta find something fun to do. Sitting around doing nothing is a fate worse than death. La 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 la. Steamed fish with a side of prawn dumplings. Qingshin slime condensate. Ugh. Surely this is Xiangling getting payback. Splendid, splendid! Now allow me to compose a poem in loving memory of this dish. Sure you don't want my help? Come on, it's a great deal. Cook twice the amount in the same time. Ugh, I declare this dish dead. Rest in peace. Tonight the stars are dazzling and the moon majestic. It must be a special day. But just what day could it be? I know. It's your birthday. It really is a great day. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, this is good. Thanks. I never imagined that I, Hu Tao, could ever be like this. Energy like a rushing torrent, a heart soaring like a gliding eagle. I feel great. If I reach my full physical potential, then the next test is of the heart. It's largely thanks to you that I've been able to step foot into this uncharted territory. It is here that heart and soul are as one like clouds. Death is a constant for all among the multitudes that sit beneath the heavens. Ha! Chi! Sa! Time to go! Cross over! Pyre, pants on fire! Huh? Go! Phew! With the wind. Jackpot! Oh, what a cute treasure coffin! If we bury it, maybe it'll spring back to life. Ayaya! This isn't good. Take it easy. Let me have a go. Is it my time? I'll remember that. Quit it! Oh, is it time for me to join you? Good eye. Send one, send 'em all.
I am Jean, the Dandelion Knight, requesting approval to join your party. From this day onwards, my honor and loyalty lie with you. It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here. I do hope the Knights of Favonius are all working hard. Onwards! We have work to do! The rain won't slow me down. This weather is perfect. We should move out. Huh. Snow. Remember, tend to your boots when we return. Such fine weather. Legend has it, the wind was unusually strong on that day too. A successful day starts from the morning. Let's give it our all today. We've still got work to do. Let's keep going. It seems I'm immune to coffee now. Perhaps I need to ask Lisa for something a little stronger. Training is finished for today. Great work. You've earned a good rest. Today I had no choice but to cut down 5 ruin guards to protect the people of our city. I must continue to work harder. Though hostile, destroying such precious artifacts is still a loss to us all. I must find a less destructive way to bring them down next time. You have my complete and full support. Of course, if your path ever deviates from justice, I will not hesitate to point it out. I swear by this sword, victory shall be yours. Our work will not handle itself, but I suppose the occasional short break is warranted. Let us rest for a couple of minutes. For Mondstadt, as always, is the Gunhilder family motto. Every time I use my vision, I am reminded of my mother and the hopes of the people of Mondstadt. For Mondstadt, for freedom. That is what I fight for. On behalf of the Knights of Favonius, I would like to extend my gratitude to you for all you have done for Mondstadt. Please remember to rest from time to time. Did I miss something? What are you laughing at? Did I say something odd? Dandelion, dandelion, ride the wind to a faraway land. Who knows? The wind might take it all the way to Celestia. Barbara is a hard worker, but I feel she's too hard on herself sometimes. What? You ask me how I know all of this? It's because the Order also manages the church. When Lisa is around, I always have peace of mind. I must say that Amber's development has impressed me recently. I hope that one day her deeds will become the words of a bard's tale. Is that right? Kaya also gave you some suggestions. He is an excellent knight after all. This is a fact no one can deny. Though it may be said that it is in a child's nature to play, the things Klee plays with are far from toys. I can never take my eye off her. Sometimes I feel that terms like genius were originally created for Albedo. Grandmaster Varka is the legend of his generation. On the day of his triumphant return, I shall be sure to personally introduce you to him. I'm sure you too will be in awe of his greatness. Noelle. She puts enormous effort into trying to become a Knight of Favonius. However, I fear she is not quite ready for the dangers that lie beyond Mondstadt's walls. Some may see Sister Rosaria as one who complains about how bothersome her work is, but she does her job well. Last time I saw her, I told her she could come find me should she ever need help, to which she simply replied that doing so would be even more bothersome. I need to work harder to become of more assistance to the people of Mondstadt. Master Diluc has his reasons for being so critical of the Knights of Favonius. I am not proud of the way things went, but I cannot change the past. All I can do is keep working hard, in the hope he may one day see us in a better light. This is my duty. Master Diluc is my senior, and I have the utmost respect for him. Though we have gone separate ways, I can sense we share the same strong commitment to protecting Mondstadt at all costs. Sucrose is also a rare talent in the field of alchemy. Under Albedo's mentorship, she is sure to flourish. I'm sure her future will be bright. The only thing is... I was momentarily lost in thought. It is nothing bad anyway. Eula? Please do not hold her unfortunate background against her. The Knights of Favonius evaluate each person impartially. Eula has a clear sense of right and wrong and is more talented than most. The controversial statements that she makes from time to time are just a product of her personality. For instance, she always mentions wanting to challenge me, but I don't mind. The Grand Master placed Mika on the front line of the expedition team, not simply because he met the requirements of the mission. More importantly, he was impressed by Mika's hardworking and grounded nature. From my own perspective, I feel very honored to work with someone like him. I shoulder the Knight's trust and the people's hope. It is for this reason I must stay vigilant. Vanessa's title, Dandelion Knight, has been passed down from generation to generation. Countless great knights were awarded with this honor, and I will not bring shame to this name. Thus, I must keep going. I must become the sword and aegis of the people. Only glorious victories are recorded in legends and history books. Surely even the great knights of old must have had their struggles. Wind, please show me the path. When I'm wholeheartedly devoted to my work, all of my troubles and even my sense of time seem to just slip away. Grandmaster Varka did say to me, Jean, there is no better candidate for this task. As I walk with you, the path ahead becomes clearer. It's almost as if I have finally found someone I can trust. I wonder if... No, this must mean that I'm still lacking in strength. I must not give up. I will not. I cannot fail the knights and the people of Mondstadt. Still, thank you. Maybe we can discuss the tales of legendary heroes. Have you heard the story of the heroic king of Kynria? If only there was some kind of mysterious potion that could keep me awake forever. I need to have a talk with Lisa tomorrow. It's been ages since I had pizza at Cat's Tail. If only they delivered. A true knight can't afford to be a picky eater. Not only is the taste magnificent, but you've also made sure it was healthy. You have my gratitude. Yes, I feel a lot more energetic now thanks to you. All in all, I appreciate the effort. Today is a day worth celebrating. If you must ask why, well, let me remind you that today is when you, the one who is blessed by the wind, came into the world. Since this is your birthday, I'll allow you to take it easy. Happy birthday to you. Please forgive my presumptuousness. I hope this gift is to your liking. Good. On to our next objective. As the wind continues to blow, so too shall I continue to fight. Although we have peace, we must not become complacent. As the acting Grand Master, I must remain vigilant. I am still not good enough. Ever since I met you, I have been indebted to you for your assistance. My gratitude. Wind, please forgive my selfishness, not as the acting Grand Master, but as Jean. I hereby swear that my sword shall always go with you. Go as one! Ha! Ha! Wind, hear me. I swear by my sword. Barbados, guide us. What a pleasant surprise. Things are going a little too smoothly today. I hope the others find some. I'm fine. My companions need me. I cannot give up. You're injured. Get to safety. I'll take over. Mondstadt. Everyone has their limits. Oh, I have failed. Barely a scratch. We may leave at any time. Ready for anything. Let the wind lead.
Come driving rain or winds that churn, I shall return by blade alone, armed, if barefoot, to my home. I am Kaedehara Kazuha, a wanderer who roams the land. Since we are both travelers, let us journey together for a time. This scenery is wonderful, surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer. There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it. Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth. Taking a stroll in the middle of a downpour certainly rouses the spirit. But it's best to dry your clothes as soon as possible after the rain stops. Compared to the storms I've encountered out at sea, this is really quite tame. I love it when it snows. The world falls completely silent, and I can sleep undisturbed. Clear weather all around brightens the heart. The bird song at daybreak is nature's gift to us. Let us go. Our journey begins anew. The midday sun has a way of making one yearn for a moment of sleep. Let's say we find ourselves a place to rest. I gaze up at the moon and lend my ear to the gentle breeze, with wine in my cup and peace in my heart. Have a wonderful evening. The wind has ceased. The world is silent, so now is the best time to rest well. See you tomorrow. In truth, not every night out at sea is filled with wind and waves. When the weather is clear, the moonlight flows over the rippling water and schools of fish circle the ship's hull. At moments like that, when I look out into the distance from the prow, I feel like this journey is worth it. The only thing that takes away from that feeling is the sailors singing. They're so loud. Don't they need to sleep? The Kaedehara clan was once a famed samurai clan. It's a pity that by the time the noble name passed to me, the title itself was all that was left. But it is enough for me. A samurai has no need of a lavish life. We find all that we need in wine, song, and the blade in our hands. What say you join me out at sea someday when the weather's fine? I like frank people, because we can freely speak our minds to one another. There is no need to hide anything that you wish to say. I hear the voices of all things in nature, and that includes yours. As I see it, a vision is the proof of one's strength, not the source of it. It symbolizes the mortal desire to always keep moving forward. But in this endeavor, we samurai place our faith in our blades alone. Ah, you'd like to learn the art of the sword. Let me see. All right, here, take this. It's a bamboo blade I just made. With these, we can practice sparring without having to worry about getting injured. On this mountain path where the red leaves lifeless lie, my heart calls for a companion, echoing the deer's cry. I do love maple leaves, but it is a shame that so many goodbyes seem to happen when they turn red. Farewell, dear gulls. Please calm your cries. From this day forth, I am a wanderer once more. I owe Beidou my life. She took me in when I fled from Inazuma, and gave me the courage to return there at the most difficult time of my life. She is a comrade in whom I and all the other sailors can place our trust. When I was a wanted man, the Resistance gave me a lot of help. The time I spent with Gorou was brief, but he left a deep impression on me. He's the type of person who says whatever's on his mind. He shares the highs and lows of his subordinates and is never afraid to draw his sword for the sake of a friend. That's the kind of person I can really get along with. She defeated my friend in a duel before the throne, which I accept as proof of her great strength. But she uses that strength to serve as an oppressor's lackey, leading the Kujo clan's troops to relentlessly seek out and confiscate visions. This I cannot forgive. I see. So she does have her own ideals that she's fighting for. But I have to wonder, can the Kujo family flourish as they did before, once this storm has passed? I've asked myself this question many times since leaving Inazuma. Do I simply resent the Raiden Shogun because of what happened in that duel? Because of the lethal stroke she dealt my dear friend? I've thought about this a good long time, and I believe the answer is no. My friend died an honorable death in that duel, and the Shogun was not unjustified in her conduct. My dissatisfaction with her has its roots in the Vision Hunt decree. No one has the right to rob another of their hopes and dreams. Not even a god. I'm sure everyone living in Inazuma has heard of the Shirasagi Himegimi. The lady of the Kamisato clan is as perfect as a person can be, though our paths have seldom crossed. I wonder what she thinks of the state of Inazuma today. The last time she commissioned Captain Beidou to ship fireworks to Liyue, I unloaded the shipment myself. They were so heavy. I doubt that anyone besides her could make such huge fireworks. During my time with the Resistance, there was no one among our ranks who wouldn't look up to Her Excellency. As someone with a great passion for military matters, victory at all costs isn't really part of her ethos. She'd always try to limit the casualties to the minimum while planning her next move. By some accounts, it also seems that she seeks to take charge of both internal and foreign affairs for Watatsumi Island. Wouldn't that be too much to expect of herself, though? Don't be deceived by his happy-go-lucky disposition. As soon as he gets working on a case, that restless energy he carries around turns into a razor-sharp focus. It's quite remarkable to witness. You'd like to know more about me, you say? Well, as you see, I am but a wandering samurai that you could have run into just about anywhere. I have a very keen sense of hearing. My ears pick up all sorts of sounds. The wind through the mountain passes, the parting clouds, the sound of foxes chewing on apples in the forest, the sound of crabs blowing bubbles. This is nature's favor. It allows me to sense danger long before it draws near. I used to love the rain when I was small. The sound of it would lull me into a peaceful sleep. But since I've grown older, my feelings have become more complicated. I still like to listen to the rain today, but whenever I see the storm clouds start to gather, my heart sinks. And I can't help but wonder, will some nice person let me stay the night today? Listening to the rain in drenched clothes is hardly peaceful. Nothing can be when you're constantly interrupting yourself by sneezing. I never stay in a single place for very long. Stagnancy dulls both my connection with nature and the blade I wield. While I am still able to, I want to travel far and wide and meet all sorts of different people. Don't worry. Even if the day comes for us to go our separate ways, I am certain that we will meet again, in some corner of the world. The fate that brings people together is not a cord so easily cut. I like falling asleep on a warm rock that's been soaking in the mid-afternoon sun, then waking up and continuing on my journey with no particular aim in mind. So long as I have my blade by my side, there is nowhere I cannot go. The sounds of nature turn into a clamor of noise during stormy weather. It becomes a constant buzz in my ears. If it happens at night, I end up tossing and turning all night long without getting a wink of sleep. It's quite the headache. The most easily obtainable food source when you're out at sea is, of course, fish. So it goes without saying that a seafaring adventurer must give careful consideration to how to cook a tasty fish-based meal. If the chance arises, I'd like you to try some of my cooking. I am not particularly fond of food that's thrown together in a hurry without much care and attention. The way I see it, if your meal consists of a single fish, you should grill it to perfection. Eating is supposed to be an enjoyable experience, so how can we stand to be so slapdash about it? That you can make fish taste as delicious as this is proof of your outstanding culinary prowess. Your cooking not only fills the stomach, it also soothes my soul. Perhaps you should get some rest? A weary mind is a recipe for flavorless food. I heard it was your birthday, so I wrote a haiku for you. Unfortunately, I'm not the most talented in this area, and after trying for several evenings, I was still only able to come up with the first 2 lines. I guess I'll just share what I've got so far then. Sun and moon rejoice. Birds of dawn sing songs anew. Wait, don't say a word. I think the final line is coming to me. Yes. How about far from home with you? Anyway, happy birthday. Let's go and get you some cake, shall we? My blade grows keener. The sound of snow as it lands on the ground is so faint as to be practically non-existent. But now my senses are sharper than ever, and I believe I should be able to discern it. The waves rise high out in the open seas. I, too, must reach new heights of strength. As one travels the world, sorrows and frustrations are bound to journey with you. But I find that I've grown since meeting you, both in martial arts and in strength of character. I am confident that I will be more at ease in life from this point forth. Tch! Ha! Wind Strider! Into the wind! The wind knows me. One with nature. Clouds hide, the birds call. As one with wind and cloud. Fallen leaves adorn my night. Time to go. I follow the wind. Brings a smile to my face. A fateful offering. Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering? Ha! Not bad. I must remain calm. Stay focused. My turn to aid you. I've got your back. So many regrets. Never again. This is the end. It's fine. That hurt! Want me to come along? All right, let's head off. Sounds good to me.